If you're a man over 60 and you've been waking up tired, struggling with low energy, and quietly wondering, why don't I feel like myself anymore? You are not alone. If your stamina is fading, your performance in the bedroom has dipped, or you've lost that edge that used to make you feel like a man, listen closely, because it might not be your fault. It might not be aging at all. It could be a silent deficiency in 3 critical vitamins, nutrients your body desperately needs, but rarely gets after 60. I'm Dr. Sofia Jain, board-certified urologist and men's health expert, and I've spent over 2 decades helping older men reignite their energy, confidence, and intimacy without relying on prescription pills or painful treatments. And today, I'm going to reveal the 3 essential vitamins that every man over 60 should be taking and how they can bring your circulation, energy, and performance back to life. Now, I know that sounds bold, but I've seen it happen again and again in my patients. These are not magic pills. They're science-backed nutrients your body used to produce effortlessly. But as you age, production slows, absorption weakens, and if you're not replacing them, everything from your stamina to your erections to your motivation can begin to slip. Most men don't lack drive. What they lack is circulation, cellular energy, and hormonal support. And all 3 begin declining quietly around age 55 to 60. But here's the best part. Once you begin restoring these core vitamins in the right way, your body remembers, your strength returns, your clarity sharpens, and yes, your sexual vitality makes a comeback. So drop a quick comment right now and tell me where you're tuning in from, city, state, or country. I read every single one, and I love seeing how far this message is spreading. If this topic hits home already, go ahead and type the number 1 in the comments. And if you're still skeptical, type 0. I want to hear from everyone. Because today, we're not just talking about feeling a little better. We're talking about reigniting the fire inside you, mentally, physically, and sexually. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay with me all the way to the end, because I'm going to give you a complete daily plan that's simple, science-backed, and built for men like you. Let's jump right in. If you've been feeling more tired lately, if your mind feels foggier, if you notice you're avoiding intimacy, not because you want to, but because your body isn't responding the way it used to, don't blame yourself. And definitely don't chalk it up to just getting older. Often the solution lies in a single, overlooked nutrient that can literally switch your circulation back on. Let me introduce you to vitamin D, aka the circulation spark plug. And if you're over 60, there's a very high chance your body is running low on it. Now, most people know vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, right? But what most men don't know is this. After 60, your skin becomes far less efficient at converting sunlight into usable vitamin D. And low vitamin D is directly tied to poor circulation, reduced nitric oxide levels, and lower testosterone. That's not just about bones or immune health. That's about whether your blood can even get where it needs to go. And I'm talking especially about the blood vessels responsible for sexual function and stamina. I remember a patient of mine, Henry, who came to my clinic frustrated and embarrassed. He was 68, still active, still sharp, but he said, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore. My body's slowing down. I'm avoiding my wife. I don't want to, but I don't feel like I have a choice." He was sleeping okay, eating fairly well, but he had no clue his vitamin D level was critically low. Within just 6 weeks of targeted vitamin D, 3 supplementation, and a little more daily sunlight, Henry told me, "I feel like someone plugged me back in." That's the power of this forgotten nutrient. It boosts nitric oxide, the molecule that expands your blood vessels and sends oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, brain, and yes, your penis. Vitamin D is also key to testosterone production. Without enough of it, your hormonal balance suffers, your energy drops, and your motivation tanks. Here's a shocking stat. Over 40% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D, even the ones who walk, eat salads, and take a multivitamin. Why? Because most multivitamins don't have enough D3, the bioavailable form your body can actually use. So what do I recommend? Simple. 15 to 20 minutes of early morning sunlight if possible. Add fatty fish like salmon or sardines 2 to 3 times a week. And if you're supplementing, make sure it's vitamin D3, not D2, and at least 2,000 to 5,000 IU daily, depending on your blood levels. When your body has enough vitamin D, circulation improves, blood flow strengthens, and the foundation for performance, mental and physical, is finally back online. But here's the kicker. Even if your blood is flowing, if your body can't turn food into fuel, you're still gonna feel sluggish. That brings us to the next silent deficiency. But remember, we'll talk about that after the 8-minute mark. So stay with me. Right now, I want to tell you something even more important. How to tell if you're already deficient. If you're a man over 60 and you've been saying things like, I just don't have the energy anymore. I'm eating fine, but I feel wiped out. My drive isn't what it used to be. Then chances are your vitamin D is low, especially if you rarely go outside. You live in a northern climate, you're overweight, or you have darker skin, which slows vitamin D absorption from the sun. And here's the truth that most guys don't hear from their doctors. Vitamin D is about much more than bones. It impacts your mood, immunity, hormones, and virility. I've seen patients go from quiet and disconnected to laughing, walking, and reconnecting with their partners in just weeks. So let's lock this in. If you're feeling the symptoms I just described, don't wait. Get your vitamin D levels checked. Aim for blood levels between 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter. And if you're low, fix it. No guesswork, no waiting. This is the low-hanging fruit for reclaiming your masculinity after 60. But remember, this is just one side of the triangle. And even with great blood flow, if your cells don't have fuel, or if your hormones are off balance, you'll still feel tired, foggy, and disconnected. That's why in just a few minutes, we'll talk about vitamin B12 and vitamin E, the two game changers for energy and testosterone. For now, I want to ask you something important. What would your life look like if your energy returned? What if your mornings started clear-headed with purpose and strength? What if you felt ready again? In your body, in your marriage, in your mission? Because all of that starts by fixing the gaps in your foundation. Vitamin D is step 1, and in just a few more minutes, I'll give you step 2. Now, let me be clear. No single vitamin is a miracle. But when the right nutrients come together in the right way, the results can feel miraculous, especially after 60, when your body is no longer running on youthful reserves. See, aging doesn't just mean more candles on the cake. It means your absorption slows down, your metabolism changes, and your body starts running low on the very things it needs to feel alive. You're not broken, you're just underfueled. And that's the real message I want you to hear today. You can take charge of your vitality. You can wake up strong, clear-headed, and connected. You just have to give your body what it's missing. So before we dive into the next 2 critical vitamins, I want to share a quick story that shows you what's possible. I had a patient named Thomas. He was 70, recently retired, proud father of 3, and completely drained. He walked into my clinic and said, Dr. Jain, I feel like I'm in a fog. I've got no energy. I don't sleep well. My wife says I've changed, and I think she's right. Now his blood work looked okay. Cholesterol decent, blood pressure fine. But when I tested his nutrient levels, it was clear. He was running on empty. His vitamin D was in the low 20s. His energy systems were stalling. And the man who used to build furniture, run errands, and surprise his wife with weekend getaways, he was now dragging through his day with no spark. We started simple. Vitamin D3, 4,000 IU daily. Added salmon to his weekly meals. And within 4 weeks, His clarity came back. His wife called me and said, "I don't know what you did, but thank you." He's laughing again. Now imagine what happens when we don't stop at one vitamin. When we start layering the right ones together, that's where the real transformation begins. And that brings me to a concept I teach every patient, the vitality triangle. The vitality triangle is simple. Your body needs 3 pillars working together to feel strong and masculine after 60. 1. Circulation. 2. Energy. 3. Hormonal support. And each one of these pillars is powered by a specific vitamin. We already covered circulation with vitamin D. But what powers the energy pillar? That comes from the next vitamin we'll talk about in just a moment. But first, let's zoom out. Why do men lose energy, confidence, and libido after 60, even when they try to eat right or stay active? The answer isn't always in your lifestyle. Sometimes it's inside your cells. Your cells are like engines. They convert the food you eat into usable energy. And just like any engine, they need fuel, oil, and clean filters to work properly. If just one of those is missing, everything slows down. You lose that edge. You get tired faster. You stop wanting sex. You lose interest in the things that once lit you up. And the worst part? Most doctors never check nutrient levels unless you ask. They run the usual labs, tell you you're normal, and send you home. Meanwhile, you're dragging yourself through the day wondering, why do I feel like I'm only running at 60%? That's why this message matters. Because when you start correcting what's really missing, your entire system lights up again. You start to notice. You're less tired during the day. Your thoughts are sharper. You sleep deeper. Your confidence starts to return. It's not about becoming 30 again. It's about becoming the best version of you at this stage of life. Strong, stable, energized, desired. Now, before we talk about vitamin number 2, let me give you a few signs that your body is low on cellular energy. These are red flags I see every week in my clinic. See if any sound familiar. You sleep for 7 to 8 hours, but still wake up tired. You feel winded after climbing stairs or taking a walk. You find yourself forgetting words or losing focus. You've lost interest in intimacy, not emotionally, but physically. If any of that hits home, your energy pillar is underpowered, and no amount of coffee or sugar is going to fix that. What you need is cellular nutrition, specifically a vitamin that helps your body convert food into energy, supports brain health, and even boosts red blood cell production. We'll get to that in exactly a minute. But first, I want to stress something important. Your health isn't declining because you did something wrong. It's declining because no one told you how to support your body properly after 60. You were taught to take care of yourself in your 30s and 40s, but your body doesn't work the same way now. The engine needs a different kind of maintenance. This is why so many men give up. They try to exercise more, eat less, drink more water, yet nothing changes. And they think, well, maybe I'm just old now. You're not just old. You're underfueled. You're undersupported. And if you're still watching this video, it means that deep down, you haven't given up. You still want your energy back. You still care about intimacy. You still want to feel sharp, respected, and strong in your own skin. So let's build the second leg of your vitality triangle, the energy generator that powers your cells, restores your drive, and clears the brain fog. In just a few seconds, I'll reveal the second essential vitamin and why it's the secret behind restoring your stamina, strength, and mental sharpness. And right after that, we'll talk about vitamin number 3, the hormone defender that helps balance testosterone, protect your heart, and improve your mood. These 2 nutrients are the key to turning back the clock, not just on your performance, but on how you feel every single day. If you've made it this far, give this video a thumbs up so I know you're with me. And if this is speaking to you, if it feels like I'm describing exactly what you've been going through, drop a comment below and type the word READY. Because you are. You're ready to feel alive again. And we're just getting to the best part. Coming up next, 2 nutrients that work together to fuel your brain, boost your red blood cells, support testosterone, and power up your masculinity from the inside out. This is where the transformation really begins. You've already built the foundation with vitamin D. Now it's time to flip the switch on energy and hormones, and I'll show you exactly how, right after this. Let's talk about vitamin B12, the energy generator your body has been quietly begging for. Now, B12 is absolutely vital for men over 60, and here's why. Your body depends on it to produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout your body. No oxygen, no energy, no endurance, no excitement. Without enough B12, your brain slows down, your muscles feel weaker, and your stamina, both in daily life and in the bedroom, starts to fade. I want to share the story of Marcus, a 66-year-old former Marine who came to me completely frustrated. He told me, "Doc, I sleep 8 hours, I eat clean, but I still feel like I'm running on fumes." He'd lost his fire. His thoughts felt cloudy. He couldn't stay focused during conversations. When I ran his labs, the answer jumped out. His B12 levels were dangerously low. We added a methylated B12 supplement to his routine. More on that in a moment, and within 3 weeks, the shift was incredible. He had more clarity, better sleep, and said for the first time in months, he actually felt like doing things again. See, as you age, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing B12 from food, especially if you've been taking antacids or have low stomach acid, which is extremely common after 60. That means even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, your body might not be breaking it down the way it used to. You could be eating all the right things and still be running low. Here are some telltale signs your B12 might be depleted. You feel tired no matter how much sleep you get. You feel numbness or tingling in your hands or feet. You have brain fog, mood dips, or low motivation. Your sex drive is lower than usual, and not because of stress. Sound familiar? Then it's time to stop guessing and take action. Now, not all B12 supplements are created equal. Most cheap brands use something called cyanocobalamin, a synthetic form that's harder for older adults to absorb. What you need instead is methylcobalamin, the bioactive form that your body can actually use right away. You can get it in sublingual tablets that dissolve under your tongue or in high-quality capsules. And in more severe cases, I've even had patients benefit from B12 injections given weekly for a month. The results? Sharper mind, more energy, and often a stronger interest in intimacy. Here's the key: consistency. B12 works best when taken daily, ideally with a protein-rich breakfast and a full glass of water. That's when your body is ready to absorb and use it. And when your red blood cells are strong, oxygen flows. Your muscles respond. Your brain lights up. You feel like yourself again. Now that you've got blood flowing from vitamin D and your energy systems firing with B12, it's time for the third and final piece of your vitality triangle: hormonal balance and protection. That's where vitamin E comes in. And no, I'm not talking about some skin cream or beauty supplement. I'm talking about a powerful antioxidant that plays a critical role in protecting your testosterone, strengthening your blood vessels, and helping maintain your masculine edge. Let me tell you about Harold. He was 72, a retired college professor who loved hiking with his dog and reading with his grandkids. But over the past year, he told me he'd felt different, like the drive inside him had slowly fizzled. He said, "I'm still me. I just feel faded." That word stuck with me. Faded. It wasn't depression. It wasn't laziness. It was a slow hormonal decline, and his vitamin E levels were almost non-existent. So what does vitamin E really do for men over 60? A whole lot more than you think. First, it protects your blood vessels from oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 silent enemies of circulation and performance. When those vessels get stiff or inflamed, blood has a harder time reaching critical areas. That means weaker erections, slower recovery, and lower vitality. Second, vitamin E plays a key role in testosterone regulation. Not only does it help your body produce testosterone more effectively, it also shields that testosterone from oxidative damage. So if your drive has dipped, your motivation's disappeared, or your ability to rebound after activity has dropped, low vitamin E might be the hidden reason. And here's the best part. It's simple to get back on track. You can restore vitamin E naturally with foods like almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, avocados, olive oil. But if you're not eating those consistently, a natural vitamin E supplement, preferably one that includes mixed tocopherols, can make a big difference. Avoid the synthetic stuff. Your body deserves better. Once Harold added vitamin E to his routine, along with the D3 and B12, the change was night and day. He came back months later, sat down with his wife, and said, "Doc, I feel like I have momentum again." That's the power of giving your body what it's quietly missing. So, let's review the full triangle. Vitamin D, your circulation activator. Vitamin B12, your energy generator. Vitamin E, your hormone protector. Each one plays a powerful role on its own, but together, they create a synergy that amplifies your performance, clarity, and confidence from the inside out. They're not drugs. They're not gimmicks. They're nutrients your body already understands. Nutrients that restore your systems, not override them. And when taken in the right forms, at the right time, with daily consistency, these vitamins can transform how you feel, how you show up for your partner, and how you experience this chapter of your life. Now, I'm going to show you how to take all 3 vitamins together, safely, effectively, and realistically. This isn't about overhauling your life. It's about creating a simple daily rhythm that fits into your routine. If you've ever said, "Doc, just tell me what to do each day," then don't go anywhere. Because in the next section, I'll walk you through your daily vitality routine, a plan that makes it easy to stay consistent, feel better, and take control of your health every single morning. Let's build your daily vitality routine. A simple, realistic plan any man over 60 can follow to support energy, performance, and confidence every single day. I don't want you overthinking this or spending hours on research. I want you to feel good knowing exactly what to do when you wake up, what to take, and why it matters. Let's walk through it step by step. Step 1. Start your day with water and vitamin B12. Before your first cup of coffee or breakfast, drink a full glass of water. Then, take your methylcobalamin B12 supplement, ideally sublingual. Let it dissolve under your tongue. This form absorbs faster and bypasses any digestive issues that might block it. Follow this with a protein-rich breakfast, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or nut butter toast. Why? Because B12 works best when paired with protein, and it sets the tone for steady energy throughout your morning. Step 2. Go for a short walk outside. Just 10 to 15 minutes in the morning sun triggers natural vitamin D production. If it's cloudy or winter, or if you're mostly indoors, then take your vitamin D3 supplement with your breakfast. Aim for 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily, depending on your blood levels and doctor's advice. This one change can improve your mood, energy, and circulation in ways that most men overlook. Step 3. Add vitamin E to your lunch. Include a handful of almonds or sunflower seeds, a tablespoon of olive oil over your salad or veggies, or have avocados with your midday meal. These are rich sources of natural vitamin E. If your diet lacks variety, you can supplement with natural vitamin E. But make sure it includes mixed tocopherols, not just alpha tocopherol. That's important for full spectrum benefits. This entire routine, B12 with breakfast, vitamin D in the morning, and vitamin E at lunch, takes no more than 15 minutes total. Yet it can transform the way your body moves, feels, and responds. It's not about becoming young again. It's about becoming fully present again, clearer, more energized, more connected to your partner, more in control of your day. And I've seen this work for men in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s. It's not a theory. It's a proven process backed by real results, real patience, and real hope. Now, as we wrap up, I want to speak to you directly, not as a doctor, but as someone who deeply respects every man who's made it this far in life. You've worked hard. You've built a life, a family, a legacy. You deserve to feel good, to feel proud of the man you see in the mirror. If you've been feeling like you've lost your spark, please hear me. It's not too late. Your best years are not behind you. You can take back your vitality. You can wake up feeling clear-headed, with strength in your stride, purpose in your day, and confidence in your intimacy. All it takes is the decision to start, to take back control of what your body needs, to say, I'm not done yet. And if this video gave you hope, if something in it clicked for you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video so we know this message matters. Share it with a friend, a brother, or someone you care about who needs this reminder. And before you go, I want to hear from you. Type in the comments, I'm starting today, if you're ready to make a change. Or tell me where you're watching from. I read every single message, and it means the world to connect with you. We're building a powerful community of men over 60 who are choosing to live strong, vibrant, and fully present lives, and I'm honored you're part of it. Now, if you're thinking, okay, Dr. Jain, I've got the vitamins, but what else can I do to boost blood flow even faster? Great question, because there's actually one cold drink, yes, just one, that I've been recommending to my private clients. And it's not just hype. This drink has been shown to open up your blood vessels and improve male circulation in just 7 minutes. It's powerful, it's fast, and you probably already have it in your kitchen. So if you're serious about feeling the difference and fast, click on my next video.